guys, I'm Evan Etzbeth, Super Rugby player. You're watching Gareth Mason on Walking Tour with G-Man.
What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is Super Rugby semi-final predictions. Yes, we have reached that time where this tournament is coming to an end, but one thing's for sure, it has really been exciting. These players have fought to the best of their abilities and have shone. The teams have played really extremely well. It has been, for once, not a predictable tournament. We have seen shocks, we have seen surprises, we've seen the odd predictable win, but we haven't seen a tournament solely dominated really by one nation. We've actually seen other guys show up. We've seen some strength from Australia. We've seen some strength from South Africa. Unfortunately, they couldn't go all the way, but there was some games. I mean, Crusaders, Sharks, Bulls, Crusaders, very important games, great quality rugby. But one thing's for sure, and I think it's a bigger surprise for all of us, is the quality we've seen from the Jaguares. Their increase and the where they've been from where they were at the start to where they are now is truly remarkable. They are on another level and they've achieved so much this year. They've even had the odd chirp from an Australian commentator saying that they shouldn't be in this Super Rugby campaign because they're technically an international side. Now, I know a few people who actually agree with that statement, but you know what? They've come a long way. It's really been remarkable what they've achieved in their Super Rugby campaign. They were bottoms, not the bottom of the logs, but towards the bottom of the logs. They weren't really a threat at the start. Then they started peaking, and then bang, they've reached, for the first time, the semi-finals of Super Rugby campaign, and truly remarkable. New Zealand are obviously going to be there in the semi-finals. You've got the greatest teams in New Zealand, the Crusaders, which are a monstrosity. They are phenomenal at what they do. You got the Hurricanes, who are just as good, with pure quality of rugby players in that squad. I mean, it is terrifying what they have to offer the world. I mean, you've got the Barrett brothers, you've got Severe, you've got Dane Coles. I mean, you've got the Crusaders, you've got Richie, you've got Kieran Reid. I mean, Franks, crikey, if he's back from injury. You've just got brilliance within these two nations, within this one nation. And the beauty of it, you're going to watch them collide in the semi-final to see who the better one is. Now the argument is, technically, they should maybe meet the Crusaders somewhere along the line in the final and the semi-finals. But again, it's a conference system stuff up, and that is going to disappear next year, which I'm really looking forward to. So we'll be able to see things change a bit. But for now, we've got semi-final one, the Crusaders versus the Hurricanes. The two best teams in New Zealand fighting out against each other to see who the best is. Then you've got a team from Argentina as well as Australia. The Brumbies have really had an amazing comeback to the season. They started off not too great, weren't in the greatest position, losing games, not doing well. But man, the streak that they've been on has really been brilliant. Christian Leofano, I know he's leaving, but he's really been a star athlete within that Brumbies squad. Truly been amazing. I mean, the front row bench is pure quality that they have to offer. They've been strong in every aspect of the game. This is Australia's best team, bar none. They have been brilliant in everything they've got to achieve. And to see them go against the Jaguars is really going to be an amazing counter. I doubted the Brumbies last week, I will admit. I thought the Sharks would overlap them and beat them, but I was clearly wrong, and they proved me wrong. And congratulations to the Brumbies for making it to the semi-finals, what could be an amazing contest of quality rugby between these four teams. If we go into the first fixture, it's going to be the crack of dawn South African time, 1 a.m. in the morning. If we look at the history of how they've done in the past couple of years, last time they met was in April 2019. Jaguars won 20-15. Now remember, that is the time when the Brumbies weren't in the greatest stage. They've won a lot since then. Brumbies versus Jaguars in 2018. Also, funny enough, April, Jaguars won again, 25-20. Amazing. 5-point difference in both games. And then in 2017 they met. The Brumbies beat the Jaguares 15-39. Now that already is amazing. To see how far they've come from 2017 to where they are now is truly, truly remarkable, and credit to them. But going into this one, it's going to be an intense encounter. You've got a quality Australian side versus quality Argentinian side, who have really given it their absolute all. Last week, excuse me, against the Chiefs, they looked like champions. And it's not easy to beat an All Black squad. We all know that. To beat a team from New Zealand takes a lot of work. Takes a lot of heart, soul and passion. And that's what they provided. Brumbies, on the other hand, they played a very poor Sharks side, who really didn't show up on the game. So they capitalized on opportunities and went in that extra mile. For me, if the Sharks capitalized on their opportunities, it would have been a different ball game. But again, no excuses. Brumbies won fair and square. But going into the analysing of this coming up game, I think it's going to be close. It's going to be truly intense. We've seen the past 2 years, 5 points has been the difference. And I really reckon it's going to be that again, if not less. We're going to see hard-fighting rugby, probably see a try or two in the start, but then it's going to get really intense at the end. And it's not going to be a walk-away. I really don't think that. I think it's going to be, I'm hoping a higher scoring game with lots of tries, but I'm expecting to see a really tight end. It's going to come down to the last 10 minutes where these teams are really going to give it their absolute all. And I really think and believe that the Jaguars are going to win it. No disrespect to the Brumbies. I know the quality that they have to bring and the history that they've done. And, I could be wrong, and they could prove me wrong too, like they did last week. But just where the Jaguars are at the moment and the improvement that they've made throughout the Super Rugby campaign has been remarkable. They've fought to the absolute end. They've achieved so much. They are the South African Conference winners, which is a first for them. And they've proved a lot of their critics wrong, and myself included. Against the South African teams, I saw South Africa winning. No problem. Look what happened. They've just been brilliant. And the worst part is, well, not worst part, the best part for them is that they're extremely dominant at home. They are dangerous, and for that reason, again, home team favour, I'm going to go with the Jaguars. I think they just have it in them to go. Points-wise, it's going to be between 1 and 5. I don't see it being more, just because it is a semi-final, and both teams are going to want it more than anything. So watch out. It's going to be a cracking game, but I really reckon that the Jaguars are going to win. First game. Second semi-final, we have the Crusaders versus the Hurricanes. This is going to be the game. I said it already. We're going to see a quality games. We're going to see Barrett versus Richie. I think I'm more excited for that than the actual game itself. Why? Because it's a decider to see who the better fly-off is. Who's going to come to the table? Who is going to put their hand up and say to Steve Hansen, all right, mate, I am the head choice here, bar none. And it's going to be an interesting thing, because obviously it's the battle here. We're going to see this in the comment section probably. You're going to have the Richie fans versus the Barrett fans, and obviously each is going to support their own and really go at it. So who is going to be the favourite? I think it will always be Beauden Barrett, because he is the leading star. He's achieved so much in his career. But watch out for Richie, because what he's done with the Crusaders has also been remarkable, and we've got to give credit. If he beats Beauden's team or outplays them, he's knocking on the door of Steve Hansen and saying, listen, I want a chance. And we're better to have this opportunity to go that extra mile than at the Rugby Championship just before the World Cup. Test him out, see what he can do. And this is a perfect opportunity for him to shine and show Steve what he's got to offer for All Black Rugby. It's really going to be amazing to watch. I mean, the Kieran, Adi Savia, you got battles there. I mean, it's just the quality within these squads. You got Reese, who's really been a try-scoring machine, which has been terrifying. You got Geordie Barrett, who's really had a good season, in my opinion. Also, wanting to put that hand up to cement a position as fullback, because you've got the contenders of like Ben Smith, But we know Ben can play centre, can play wing. But it's that battle that Geordie wants to prove to Steve to say, listen, I'm here. I want a shot. And again, all these players within both respective teams are going to want to show Steve what they have to offer. And he's going to be watching very strongly to see who performs. This is potentially a final. It really is. What the quality of these two rugby teams is absolutely incredible. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. It's going to be close. Previous time these two teams met, All Blacks, Crusaders did win quite convincingly. I'll pick up the results now. So that will obviously be in the back of their minds, as well as the Hurricanes, because they don't want to witness that. Last time they met, March, 32-8 was the score difference. Now, bear in mind, both teams did have missing players and all that. And like Kieran Reid was out most of the tournament. We've had players in and out, which could be an influencer within that squad. They also played on the 23rd of Feb, 38-22. I don't know if that's correct, but a Crusaders victory there, 2018, 30-12. So Crusaders have really won quite strongly, more than 10 points for a while. But again, brings me back to this specific time. It is a final. Anyone wants it. Anyone wants to go for this opportunity. They both want to achieve absolutely anything in order to get to that extra mile. Having said that, you've got a team that's won this tournament how many times? Tons. You've got a team that have been dominant for so long. Can you write them off? And you've got a team who's had a lot of tragedy this year. Excuse me, my pronunciation's been shocking. And gone through a tough time within this year, who's going to want to build their province up by winning the Six Nations. And you've got a team that are playing at home. There's a lot of emotion. There's been a lot of talk about the Crusaders changing name and all that jazz. I think it's just a logo change that's going to happen. So a lot is on the line. So for me, personally, I reckon it's going to definitely be a victory for the Crusaders. It's going to be tough. It's going to be intense. It's going to be strong. But I really feel that they have that extra mile to really win this game. I'm hoping it's not going to be more than 10 points. I want it to be a short margin, loads of tries, but a tough, intense game. But Crusaders dominated, and they really were pretty sharp. But again, you can't count out the Hurricanes because they also want to win. And that's the thing about the finals. Anyone wants it. So, that being said, predictions. Jaguares to win, 1 to 5 points. And then the Crusaders to win. I'm not sure by how much, but I'll go 7 or more. Hopefully, I'm wrong and it's a little tighter. But I just don't see the Crusaders losing. Having said that, anything is possible. That's going to do it for today's prediction video for the semi-finals. Make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who do you think's going to take it? And who's going to be in that final that's coming up soon? I cannot wait. It is going to be epic. Yes, I know, I said it. It's going to be epic. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you're new and haven't yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Join the family. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on another video, and I'll see you guys real soon for another video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.
Make sure you subscribe to his channel for all rugby content. Stay safe and never give up.